The development of unmanned aerial vehicles for military use in the United States dates back to the early 20th century, with one of the earliest examples being the Kettering Bug, which was developed during World War I. However, it was during World War II that UAV technology significantly advanced. The U.S. military developed and used drones like the Radioplane OQ-2 and the Interstate TDR for various purposes, including target practice and surveillance. The modern era of military UAVs, as we know them today, began to take shape in the latter half of the 20th century with the development of more sophisticated and capable unmanned aircraft. These sleek, futuristic aircraft represent a leap into the future of aviation, reshaping military operations. These drones have proven their versatility, handling everything from surveillance to electronic warfare. They even made history by being catapulted off an aircraft carrier, a game-changer in unmanned aviation. Meet the U.S. Navy's new $1.5 billion stealth fighter, the X-47B. The Northrop Grumman X-47B represents a significant milestone in naval aviation history. Born out of a collaboration between the U.S. Navy and Northrop Grumman, the X-47B set out to demonstrate the feasibility of carrier-based unmanned aerial vehicles capable of performing a wide range of missions, including strike and reconnaissance. The origins of the X-47B program can be traced back to the early 2000s, when the U.S. Navy began to explore the concept of carrier-based UAVs. In partnership with the Air Force, Boeing, and Northrop Grumman, the Navy embarked on a joint concept exploration program led by the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. The goal was to develop a solution for both services' needs, including deck launch and recovery, command and control system integration, and operation in a carrier's electromagnetic interference environment. In 2001, the U.S. Navy embarked on a transformative journey by awarding a significant contract to Northrop Grumman. The goal was to develop the Unmanned Combat Air System Demonstrator, a pioneering project that would ultimately give birth to the remarkable X-47B. The Navy's visionary objective drove this venture to explore the capabilities of unmanned aerial vehicles in the context of carrier-based operations, particularly for reconnaissance missions and the ability to penetrate heavily defended enemy airspace to identify critical targets for future military raids. The initial phase of the X-47B program led to the creation of the X-47 Pegasus, an aircraft that would hold a unique place in the annals of aviation history. The X-47 Pegasus was conceived as an unmanned combat air vehicle. It was designed to operate in challenging and hostile environments, showcasing the Navy's commitment to exploring cutting-edge technology to pursue military superiority. One of the standout features of the X-47 Pegasus was its complete weapons bay, a technological marvel that enabled the drone to carry existing missiles within its internal payload capacity. This capability hinted at the aircraft's potential for surveillance and engaging targets, a concept ahead of its time in unmanned aviation. However, despite the initial promise and innovation demonstrated by the joint program, an unexpected turn of events occurred in 2006. The collaborative effort, which involved the Navy and the Air Force, was terminated. This decision marked a pivotal moment in the history of UCAV development, as it led to diverging development paths for unmanned combat aircraft in each service branch. While the joint program ended, the Navy remained steadfast in its commitment to advancing carrier-based UAV technology. The groundwork laid during the joint effort laid the foundation for future developments in unmanned naval aviation, ultimately leading to the emergence of the X-47B. By late 2008, a significant milestone had been reached in developing the X-47B program. The Air Vehicle 1 prototype, representing the cutting edge of carrier-based unmanned aviation, was completed and proudly rolled out in Palmdale, California. This event marked the physical manifestation of years of research, engineering, and innovation. The ensuing years witnessed a series of crucial developments and tests that showcased the X-47B's potential. In 2009, the aircraft underwent active towed taxiing tests, a process where the drone was towed along the runway to validate its ground handling capabilities. These tests were instrumental in ensuring that the X-47B could safely navigate on the ground, especially during carrier deck operations. Early in 2010, a significant milestone was achieved when the X-47B performed its first self-powered taxiing, signifying its ability to move under its propulsion on the ground. This achievement was a success due to the integration of its power plant and control systems. The formal flight testing phase commenced in early 2011, marking another significant leap in the program. Edwards Air Force Base became the backdrop for the X-47B's inaugural flights. These early flights were performed in a cruise configuration, with the landing gear retracted, as the aircraft's flight envelope expanded and its capabilities were systematically assessed. Towards the end of 2011, the X-47B program reached another pivotal moment when the second demonstrator, AV-2, took to the skies. This demonstrated the program's ability to produce and operate advanced unmanned aircraft with remarkable consistency. What was particularly surprising during this testing phase was the exceptional performance of the X-47B demonstrators. Initially planned for 3 years, the preliminary tests were concluded after 16 flights. This expeditious progress was a testament to the efficiency and reliability of the X-47B program. The aircraft had proven its mettle, and its journey was far from over. With successful flight tests, the X-47B program shifted its focus to one of its most critical phases: sea trials. These trials would include carrier launches, recoveries, and even autonomous in-flight refueling, showcasing the drone's adaptability to an aircraft carrier's complex and dynamic environment. To prepare for this challenging phase, the X-47B underwent extensive modifications. These modifications included installing aerial refueling equipment and the necessary software to facilitate autonomous refueling operations. This feature would later become a defining moment in the program's history. In early 2012, Northrop Grumman introduced an innovative solution to further enhance the X-47B's capabilities: a wearable remote control system. This system allowed ground crews to manually steer the drone along the carrier deck, a critical capability for routine operations akin to those involving piloted aircraft. This development showcased the adaptability of unmanned systems, where advanced technology could seamlessly blend with traditional practices. As the X-47B program advanced, it also had to contend with the complex electromagnetic environment aboard aircraft carriers. High-intensity electromagnetic interference testing commenced midway through 2012. This testing aimed to ensure that the X-47B's sensitive avionics and electronic systems could operate reliably in the presence of the carrier's powerful electromagnetic emissions. These sea trials and the ability to operate in such a challenging environment were instrumental in validating the X-47B's readiness for carrier-based operations. In November 2012, the X-47B embarked on a meaningful journey as it initiated its carrier-based evaluation, setting sail aboard the USS Harry S. Truman. This marked a historic milestone in the program's progression as it ventured into an operational aircraft carrier's dynamic and challenging environment. The trials began in earnest to assess the drone's compatibility with carrier-based operations. In a remarkably short period, less than a month from its deployment on the USS Harry S. Truman, the X-47B prototype demonstrated its prowess by completing the first at-sea test phase. This swift achievement underscored the efficiency and precision of the program's planning and execution. It became evident that the X-47B was more than just a concept. It was a functional and adaptable aircraft, seamlessly integrating with a carrier's flight deck, hangar bays, and communication systems. The summer of 2013 witnessed the X-47B program reaching new heights as it achieved a historic milestone. The drone executed an arrest, landing on a simulated carrier deck at Patuxent River, Maryland. This marked a significant advancement, as it was the first time a UCAV had accomplished such a challenging maneuver. The arrested landing is a critical operation in carrier-based aviation, involving arresting cables to decelerate and stop the aircraft within a short distance safely. A few days later, the X-47B soared to another historic achievement. It launched from the deck of the USS George H.W. Bush and catapulted into the skies. This momentous event marked the first time a UAV had been catapulted off an aircraft carrier. The catapult launch is a high-stress operation, subjecting the aircraft to powerful acceleration forces in seconds. The X-47B's successful launch was a testament to its robust design and engineering. Following its launch from the USS George H.W. Bush, the X-47B was transferred to a second pilot, who took control of the aircraft. The second pilot successfully flew the X-47B from the Chesapeake Bay to Naval Air Station Patuxent River, demonstrating the aircraft's capabilities in various operational scenarios. The X-47B showcased its flexibility and agility by demonstrating touch-and-go landings and takeoffs from the carrier deck while the carrier was underway. Touch-and-go operations involve landing on the carrier deck and immediately taking off again without coming to a full stop. However, as with any complex and pioneering program, the X-47B faced its share of technical challenges. During its third arrested landing attempt on the carrier, the drone encountered a technical issue requiring immediate attention. The X-47B was diverted to the Wallops Flight Facility in Virginia in response to this issue. The technical issue involved the failure of one of the drone's 3 navigational subsystems during the landing attempt. While this could have posed a significant challenge, the X-47B's design and redundancy systems proved their worth. The remaining 2 subsystems promptly identified the problem and alerted the operator, adhering to established protocols for such situations. With precision and caution, the operator decided to abort the landing attempt, ensuring the safety of the aircraft and personnel involved. This incident, while a setback, ultimately underscored the X-47B's reliability and autonomy. The X-47B's design was nothing short of revolutionary in unmanned aviation. Its distinctive and iconic triangular shape sets it apart from other drones, establishing its unique identity. This design, reminiscent of the Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit stealth bomber, was not merely for aesthetics, but held profound functional significance. What truly distinguished the X-47B was its status as a true flying wing. Unlike conventional aircraft with clear vertical surfaces like tails and wings, the X-47B featured a seamless and sleek design devoid of obvious vertical structures. This flying wing configuration was crucial for achieving low observability or stealth characteristics, reducing the drone's radar cross-section and making it challenging for adversaries to detect and target. The X-47B was powered by a single Pratt & Whitney F100-220U turbofan engine, ingeniously situated within the fuselage. To facilitate the engine's operation, the air was aspirated through a shallow duct running along the forward spine of the aircraft. This design ensured the engine's exhaust exited through a specially designed port at the aircraft's rear. This configuration contributed to the drone's stealth capabilities by concealing the engine's exhaust and eliminating the need for a traditional pilot canopy. The absence of a pilot canopy allowed for a significant internal volume within the aircraft, which was utilized to house specialized mission equipment, armament, fuel storage, additional avionics, and subsystems. This critical internal capacity enabled the X-47B to carry out a wide range of missions effectively and adapt to evolving operational requirements. Regarding armament, production models of the X-47B were equipped with 2 internal weapons bays, a design feature reminiscent of advanced fighters like the Lockheed F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II. These internal weapons bays could accommodate up to 4,500 pounds of ordnance, with guided munitions being the likely payload. This allowed the X-47B to carry a variety of weapons, enhancing its versatility and mission capabilities. Carrier-based operations demanded specific design considerations. To meet these requirements, the X-47B was equipped with features such as wing folding, which allowed for compact storage on the confined deck of an aircraft carrier. The reinforced undercarriage included an arrestor hook, essential for safely landing on a carrier deck. The harsh maritime environment posed corrosion-related challenges, prompting the incorporation of corrosion-resistant materials and coatings to ensure the drone's longevity and operational readiness. The drone's undercarriage comprised 2 single-wheeled main landing gear legs and twin nose landing gear. These landing gear systems were essential for absorbing the impact of carrier landings and takeoffs, contributing to carrier-based operations' overall safety and reliability. The X-47B's flight system was an exemplar of autonomy and precision. It operated autonomously, guided by a hybrid vision-based global positioning system for navigation. Flight paths were pre-programmed, ensuring the precise execution of missions. The drone operated under the supervision of a mission operator who monitored and controlled its actions, providing a human interface for mission management. In terms of dimensions, the X-47B featured a wingspan of 62 feet, a dimension that could be contracted for compact storage on carriers. Its length measured 38 feet, and it stood at 10.4 feet. These dimensions allowed the drone to operate effectively within the confines of an aircraft carrier's deck and storage facilities, making it a versatile and adaptable asset for naval operations. The X-47B's design, along with its advanced systems and capabilities, represented a leap forward in unmanned aviation. Its blend of stealth, internal storage, and carrier-specific features positioned it as a pioneering aircraft, laying the foundation for the future of carrier-based drone operations and the evolution of naval aviation. The X-47B was a technological marvel, and its impressive performance capabilities underscored its suitability for a diverse array of missions, ranging from surveillance to strike operations. In terms of speed, the X-47B was no slouch. It boasted a cruising speed of 685 miles per hour, making it a formidable asset for missions requiring swift transit or rapid response. Furthermore, it could achieve a high subsonic speed of approximately 0.45 Mach, allowing it to operate effectively in various operational environments. A critical factor contributing to its mission versatility was its exceptional operational range. The X-47B could cover distances exceeding 2,100 nautical miles on a single mission, ensuring it had the endurance to perform extended patrols, surveillance sorties, or even strike missions deep into enemy territory. Altitude capabilities were equally impressive. The X-47B could reach a ceiling of roughly 40,000 feet, granting it access to a broad spectrum of operational altitudes. This versatility and altitude made it well-suited for various roles, whether it involved high-altitude reconnaissance, mid-level surveillance, or flying at lower altitudes for strike missions. The drone's true strength lies in its comprehensive sensor suite. Equipped with an array of advanced sensors, the X-47B could gather critical intelligence and perform various mission-critical tasks. Its electro-optic sensors provided visual data, while infrared sensors enabled it to detect and track heat signatures, making it proficient in identifying targets day and night. Including synthetic aperture radar and inverse synthetic aperture radar expanded its capabilities further. SR allowed it to generate high-resolution images of terrain and objects on the ground, even in adverse weather conditions, while ISAR was specifically tailored for tracking and identifying moving targets, particularly ships at sea. Ground-moving target indicators enabled the drone to detect and track moving objects on the ground, making it highly effective for tracking ground vehicles or enemy troop movements. Electronic warfare was another domain where the X-47B excelled. Its electronic support measures equipment enabled it to intercept, identify, and locate enemy radar and communication signals. This capability allowed it to gain critical insights into enemy activities and coordinate electronic countermeasures. In the maritime domain, the X-47B was equally proficient. Its maritime moving target indicator sensors enabled it to detect and track moving ships on the ocean's surface, making it an asset for maritime surveillance, anti-submarine warfare, and coastal defense. In the spring of 2015, the X-47B program reached a critical juncture that marked a significant milestone in unmanned aviation. The fighter-sized drone showcased its advanced capabilities at this juncture by completing the world's first fully autonomous aerial refueling demonstration. This groundbreaking achievement took place in collaboration with an Omega Air KC-707 tanker off the coast of Maryland. The demonstration was a testament to the X-47B's cutting-edge technology and marked a remarkable stride forward in unmanned aerial capabilities. However, approximately a year later, a pivotal decision by the U.S. Navy altered the course of the X-47B program. the Navy opted to repurpose the X-47B from its original role as a surveillance and strike-capable aircraft into a reconnaissance and aerial refueling unmanned aerial vehicle with limited strike capability. This strategic shift in focus had broader implications as it signaled the termination of the unmanned carrier-launched airborne surveillance and strike project. Emerging requirements and priorities drove the Navy's pivot toward a new direction. The MQ-25 Stingray, a carrier-based aerial refueling system, emerged as the Navy's preferred choice to meet its evolving needs for aerial refueling capabilities. The Stingray program was envisioned to address the critical role of extending the operational range of carrier-based aircraft, enhancing their endurance and mission effectiveness. While understandable, the decision to transition to the X-47B program raised certain concerns. Among the concerns was the financial aspect, as there were questions about the costs associated with reconfiguring the X-47B for its new reconnaissance and aerial refueling roles. Additionally, there were considerations regarding the perceived lack of stealthiness of the X-47B, which may not align with the Navy's evolving requirements for stealth capabilities on unmanned platforms. Interestingly, an initial proposal was to repurpose the X-47B prototypes into museum exhibits, showcasing their historical significance and technological advancements. However, Northrop Grumman, the company behind the X-47B, chose a different path. Instead of relegating the prototypes to static museum displays, they decided to maintain the drones in active flying condition. This decision to keep the X-47B prototypes flight-worthy indicated an ongoing commitment to the platform's potential. By preserving the prototypes, Northrop Grumman left the door open for potential future evaluations, enhancements, or even the development of new variants that could align with evolving military requirements. In essence, the X-47B program, while shifting its primary focus, continued. The drones remained ready for future roles and missions, ensuring that the legacy of innovation and excellence established by the X-47B program could continue to evolve and contribute to the ever-changing landscape of military aviation. The X-47B program received awards for its remarkable achievements. It was honored with the 57th Annual Laureate Award for Extraordinary Achievements in Aeronautics and Propulsion by Aviation Week. Additionally, it was awarded the prestigious 2013 Collier Trophy for Excellence in Aeronautic Technology by the National Aeronautic Association. The legacy of the X-47B continues to inspire tomorrow's dreamers, innovators, and aviators. While Northrop Grumman retired from the MQ-25 competition, the X-47B and X-47C prototypes remain stored in a hangar, occasionally used for upkeep, and the static engine runs out of public view. The legacy of the X-47B continues to inspire tomorrow's dreamers, innovators, and aviators. Thank you for joining us on this captivating journey through the pages of history and technology. The X-47B's legacy lives on as a beacon of hope and progress in the ever-evolving world of military aviation. Thanks for watching. While you are still here, click on the link on your screen to check out another of our videos. See you there.